Undead Nightmare, John Marston is in his house with his wife Abigail and his son Jack. They're talking about general things like a book Jack is reading. However, they mention that Uncle hasn't returned from what he was doing yet. John states that because of the storm, Uncle is probably sheltered in a dry place nearby and will stay there until the storm subsides.
Oh, damn.
Mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say, damn this awful son I've raised with his highfalutin ways, and his shame that his mother swears like a sailor and sews like a blind man. Is that better, your lordship?
Much better, Mother dearest.
Oh, good. I'm so glad, my darling. When you've finished your university education and are far too good to even acknowledge my existence when we pass on the street, and you gently kick me aside and begging old crow out of the way with your highly polished boot. Well, think of me kindly, at least, will you, my son?
I'll try to, Mother. I'll think, that woman I just kicked, that used to be my dear old potty-mouthed mom. Maybe I should bother to kick her harder.
Dear boy. Oh, I am so proud of you. Get off. Now, Father's here. Maybe he can beat some sense into you.
Something funny's going on out there. Damn dogs gone crazy and wolves howling and birds flying.
Well, it's just the storm, John.
Maybe. Uncle make it back yet?
I thought he was with you, off drinking in the fields. I mean working, as you call it now.
He went into town a few hours ago after we busted that hammer working out in the meadow.
Well, he's probably holed up in some place of ill repute waiting for the passing of the storm.
I hope so.
Well, that old man can take care of himself.
I know. Just a funny feeling I got.
You gone psychic, Pa?
Either that or I ate something funny. Knowing your mother's cooking seems more than likely.
Well, talking about food, who's ready for some poisoning?
Me, my darling. I am starving. What you reading?
Just some book about monsters.
Tell me about it.
It's kind of dumb.
That should suit me just fine.
Well, it's all about, in ancient times, how Aztec warriors worship the sun. But during full moons, some of them worship the moon instead. And upset the equilibrium of things. So anyway, what it involves is, there's this one guy, and he goes out in search of his family. Leaves him all alone. So anyways, since there ain't no cure, the brave man has to kill everybody, which is
Absolutely disgusting and completely unbelievable. It's getting late. Guess we're not gonna see Uncle till morning.
Come on then, Abigail. Jack, get yourself to bed, boy. Try to get some sleep.
Ain't you worried about Uncle?
Sure, but he'll have to wait till morning just like any other man would in his shoes. Night, son. Don't stay up reading too late.
Uncle then arrives, hideous in appearance, and attempts to attack them.
You okay, old man? You don't look so good. What is going on? What the hell is wrong with you? Crazy old bastard!
Where you going? Where you going?
To get my gun.
Oh. Oh.
God damn it. of a bitch, stop!
John heads to a nearby shed to grab a gun. When he returns, Uncle has bitten Abigail in the neck. John shoots Uncle in the head and tends to Abigail.
What'd you do to her, you sick bastard? I can't believe I had to kill that poor bastard. Well... You okay, darling? You okay?
Oh.
Abigail. Abigail.
I don't feel so great.
Jack comes outside and tries to help his mother, but Abigail turns into an undead because of the bite from Uncle, and in turn she bites Jack, turning him into an undead as well.
Oh, Mama!
Stay right there, the pair of you. Don't make me no widower now.
John then has to hogtie both of them, and after giving them both a plate of food, he leaves them in the house and sets out to find a cure.
Now, I don't know what the hell's gotten into you sick, crazy bastards or what Uncle's done to you, but I'm going to get help. Stay calm. As calm as you can, seeing as both of you seem to have gotten a little excited. Probably just a fever. Jack, be kind to your mother. Abigail, teach the boy right from wrong. Both of you, stop biting chunks out of people. Be back as soon as I can. Guess I best go find me a doctor in town.
John goes to Blackwater, where he finds Professor McDougal, who returned from Yale to document the undead infestation.
Mr. Marston, sir! Marston! It's me!
Professor, what are you doing here? I thought you went back to Yale.
I did, but I came back for another round of research, and now all hell is quite literally broken loose.
What is going on?
Well, sir, I'm a man of science, a man of great learning, a thinker, a wise man, and I'll be honest with you, sir, I haven't got a fucking clue.
Well, ain't that dandy?
What should we do?
Well, I suggest we try to find other survivors, band together, and find a cure. Or fight to the death trying.
Well, that sounds great and all, but I'm just peachy. But I'm not sure that I'm not cut out for such shenanigans. I was thinking more that finding a horse and riding back to the civilized north at the speed of knots before writing a paper on the events from the comfort of my study. I'm a scientist after all, right? I mean, I can't do much science if I'm some bloodshot dervish's lunch, can I? Much as I would like.
Your sense of duty is very impressive, Professor. I'm gonna search the back street for survivors.
No, perhaps staying with you would be safer. Could you just wait a sec here, would you please? I'm going to wander down that lonely, deserted street and get my bag.
Wait, you should stay with me, Professor. You haven't got a gun.
Oh, no, it's okay. There's no need to worry. Everyone's already dead. I left my stuff with Mr. Nastas. You remember him. Indian fellow, dumb as bricks, but a good sort.
Okay. Well, meet me in a couple minutes.
Affirmative. A couple of minutes.
McDougal is killed by a now zombified Nastus, and John is forced to clear out Blackwater and look for more survivors. He finds a family on a roof, killing the undead.
What's going on?
Well, it's the government's fault.
Ain't it always?
Well, they let in too many foreigners. Just shut the goddamn border, or things like this happen.
However, they are of no help. John finds another group of survivors who give him various theories for how the plague started.
Do you know what's going on?
It's the glass eye. The freak with a glass eye. He caused this.
No. It's the snake oil man. These poor folks have been drugged.
I blame the Mexicans. They haven't been struck down.
All right, we heard a lot of stories, mister. Some say it's a moon, some say it's drugs. Hey, don't come no closer now. Stand back. Apparently it's worse in New Austin. Must be where it came from.
It looks like I'm headed down to New Austin.
If John decides to follow the freak with the glass eye lead, he will find Seth Briars in the old Brockus place, playing cards with an undead Moses IV. John asks Seth if there's a cure for the plague, and Seth tells him to clear the graveyards.
You remember Moses, John?
He's
a darn sight more loyal now than he was before. Come here, boy. Come on. Come here, boy. Oh.
What are you doing?
We were boyhood friends, John. Moses is having a tough time right now. Ain't you, pal?
What's going on?
We're playing cards. Relax, sit down.
I mean, with the undead walking the face of the earth, you crazy dumb bastard.
That ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing? I seen husbands eating wives, mothers eating sons, graves popping open and the undead rising up. It sure as shit is something.
Oh, boo-hoo. Big tough John Marston is scared of a little undead creature walking around. Moses wouldn't hurt a fly, would you, darling? Besides, this ain't nothing new.
Folks in Blackwater blaming it on that glass eye you found.
Folks! 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 Damn them folks, John Marston! Damn them! And damn you! Get him! Get him, Moses! Get him!
After all I've done for you, Seth. And I thought loyalty was important to you.
You can't hurt me. Moses, get him. Go!
Yeah.
Get him!
Get me, Moses. Looks like your dog's lost his bite, Seth. Now what the hell's going on?
The dead have risen, and a virulent plague is turning people into flesh-eating crazies. What the hell you think's going on, genius?
But why?
But why? Why not? Why not? Why the hell not?
'Cause it ain't natural.
Who made you Mother Nature and Mother Superior all at the same time? Who made you, John Marston? Same as made me, same as made Moses.
Is there a cure?
These things tend to fade away. Now, if you want to get rid of it, you should go clear the graveyards. Either that, or stop worrying and become one of them. Now, if you excuse us, we got good times to remember. Happy times.
Okay. See you soon then, Seth.
After John clears out 3 graveyards and goes back to Seth, Seth tells him that the cause of all this has something to do with the Aztecs, and tells him to head down to Mexico if he wants to cure the plague.
What's going on?
The world's turning, John Marston, and the moon with it. Woohoo! Day follows night, and hate follows love. Oh.
Okay, you asked for it, Seth. You either stop dancing and start talking, or prepare to join Moses and the rest of these freaks.
Are you constipated, John? You look very angry. You get constipated when you're angry. Yes, you do.
I'm warning you, Seth.
Oh, I'm warning you, Seth. I'm warning you. Don't play with the undead, Seth. Don't chase treasure. Don't waste your time searching for treasure and discover only a glass eye. Glass eye. Well, warn all you want, cowboy. Well, that's a load off my mind. Why didn't I think about that before? Because we weren't dancing. Hey, John. Well, how are you? Would you like a drink? We got blood mucus surprise. Come on.
Seth, what is going on?
Aztecs. Or Incas. Or it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. Once every 200 years, this land is doomed. That's why we love it. Mexico. Mexico, John.
If John decides to follow the snake oil merchant's lead, he will find Nigel West Dickens in Fort Mercer, trying to sell his elixir as a cure and repellent to the plague. John, however, forces Nigel to stop selling it, and Nigel, though annoyed by Marston's interference, complies and hands out free samples to see if they like it.
The only 100% original, 200% guaranteed cure against the undead stalking this earth. It not only brings health and fitness to the sick and needy, it repels the undead and saves souls. Why, it's a natural miracle, and it's available now, here, at the low, low price of only 100 solid gold coins. That sounds expensive, but what price? Eternal damnation. You, sir, you look healthy. Would you like to give it a try?
Me, sir?
Yes, sir. Would you care to demonstrate the undead defeating possibilities of this patented elixir?
No, sir, I would not. What I would like is for you to stop peddling this nonsense right now. 100 gold coins?
Well, what price would you pay for survival?
You tell me, Mr. West Dickens. You tell me.
Well, since you put it that way, why don't all you chaps all take one for free now? And if you like it, when you like it, you'll know where to find me. You won't find any undead around me. Take it, enjoy. Thanks a lot, John.
These people have lost their families. They've lost everything.
Well, that's not my fault. I'm just trying to make an honest living here.
No, you're not.
Well, okay. But can I help it if demand is high?
High?
I'm offering the people hope, John. That's a precious commodity. The tonic really works. These poor, awful undead creatures can't stand it.
The elixir, however, is actually more of a bait, and the drinker is killed by zombies soon after drinking. Nigel is disappointed and asks John to retrieve ingredients to see if he can make a better cure.
Works like a charm.
Well, it wasn't quite what I expected.
Stuff is like catnip to those bastards.
Well, I need more desert sage and violet snowdrop, and then I know I can cure this foul plague.
Okay, back to doing your dirty work, am I?
Now, don't be like that. Don't you remember the good times? Please? I'm an old man.
After John finds the parts, Nigel uses them to make a blunderbuss, telling John that it is the ideal weapon for zombie killing. He also tells John that he is trying to get into Mexico and should be in Solomon's Folly in a few days.
Well, yeah, something like that. Well, I'm headed south. I'm headed down to Mexico. I hear things are much better down there, not to mention the climate and the nice locals, but also the merciful lack of cannibalistic morons with infectious eye diseases. Oh. Did you get the bits and bobs I requested?
Sure.
Excellent. Just a moment. Okay. No, I don't. There. Let's see. No. Here you go.
I risked my life for this? A blunderbuss? Is this a joke? What is this, 1850?
Oh, ye of such little faith. You've been hanging around cattle and killers too long. You've got the compassion of a mass murderer and the intellect of a cow patty.
At Solomon's Folly, John finds out that all paths to Mexico are blocked. However, West Dickens tells John that if he gets a U.S. Army uniform from some deserters, he can sneak on a train managed by the U.S. Army that is headed to Mexico.
You got a passage into Mexico?
For me, no. But for you, maybe. It all depends on your relationship with good old Uncle Samuel.
What are you talking about?
Well, the border is indeed closed. But the Army is sending a train down there. Now, whether it's to help the Mexicans there or to escape the problems here, I have no idea.
But I thought things were better in Mexico.
Well, better or worse, it's certainly different.
So why am I going and not you?
Well, that's a matter of age, dear boy. The Army don't have many recruits with quite my level of experience.
So,
you are on your own. There's a train at Benedict Point, and it's leaving soon once they've got all of the soldiers rounded up.
okay.
And your venerable friend here has done some more help. I have found some less than happy campers who have given up on glory and abandoned Uncle Sam's ranks. They're hiding out at Scratching Post. One of them might give you a uniform.
After John obtains the uniform, he can head to the train, where he finds the U.S. Army being lightly hassled by zombies. After John helps them clear it out, the train heads to the border.
Come on, soldier, move, move! All right, make Uncle Sam proud, soldiers. Come on. Clear the tracks quickly. Let's go.
At the border, the captain tells them all to get off and clear the roadblock. However, they are attacked by zombies and the U.S. Army retreats, leaving John to kill the zombies.
Come on! We ain't got all day! Quick, quick, quick! Fight! 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 Get back here and fight! What are you, yellow?
After John has dealt with them, John can man the train and smash the roadblock into Mexico. An escalator, John finds a woman who tells him that Reese is up ahead. John finds Reese, however, he is zombified and is trying to kill a woman.
Reyes! Stop that now, Abraham! Come on, stop that.
After John kills Reese, the woman tells John that the cause of all of this is because Reese's lust for invulnerability made him steal an ancient Aztec mask.
He always did have a way with the ladies. It's okay. He's dead.
Thank you, senor.
You'll be okay.
I'm glad you think so, but I fear I won't. None of us will. We are all doomed because of him.
Him? He wasn't a great guy, but I'm afraid you're giving him a little too much credit, my dear. Haven't I seen you before?
No. He caused this with his greed and his lust for power. He heard an ancient myth and tested it. It caused all of these terrible things. His vanity overwhelmed us all.
What the hell are you talking about? Where have I seen you?
Me? Oh, I have a common enough face. I'm from here. He disturbed the royal burial grounds that lie underneath the town. He heard there was a mask hidden there that would make him invincible.
I've heard this blamed on Mexicans, Jewish people, freed slaves, the federal government, immigrants, the bad weather, now this. What's wrong with people?
It's true. Look in that chest. He has a sacred mask. That is where this plague came from. Him and his awful lust for power.
Where did you say the crypt was?
Near the bullfighting ring. Behind the VI.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
They take the mask to the crypt where Reese found it, and after John places the mask back at the altar, the zombies are returned to normal, and John heads home.
Return the mask.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
How do you know?
My name is Ayotioto.
Ayotioto.
A horse is waiting for you. You should return home.
There you are. Hell, whenever trouble starts, I can pretty much guarantee you'll ride off into the sunset.
You feeling better?
Yes. I mean, once that boy stopped trying to bite me, everything felt much better. I'm starving, though.
Jack?
Me? Well, I only felt better once that mad look left your eye. Please, Dad, don't leave me here alone with that woman again.
Excuse me?
I'll try not to, son.
I've heard that before.
Well, let me fix us something to eat.
Please don't. We've had enough dramatics for one day.
A few months later, John is dead. An Escalera sets is shown stealing the ancient mask, causing the dead to rise again, including John Marston. This is everything we know about the character of John Marston in the Red Dead Redemption 1. We'll see you again with more information about John Marston after Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. Thank you for watching.